These are the plushy beds that you get from the codes. So this is what we're playing for. Yeah? And basically it's just because I love oxygen not included. I got a few of these to do a contest. Life got in the way, so I couldn't do it right away, but I can do it now. And I guess Clay has decided not to keep these going, so they have become exclusive. As far as I'm aware, you can't get these anywhere else. So there's that. So today on this playthrough, we're going to extend or keep on working on these private bedrooms. The main map, I don't need to worry about too much. Everything looks like it's going well. I'm going to go ahead and unpause for a second. We have somebody who has slime lung. Gross. Oh, nasty. It's all over the place. Okay, so slime lung might be an issue that we have to address. Other than that, this place is okay because everything here is in a deep freeze sterile atmosphere. However, what I have found is that this is no longer working. I loaded up the game and I saw gas in there. I was like, what? Sure enough, something went off. And now everything's going off. So we have to come in here and deconstruct this immediately so that we can get all this food out of here. Oh yeah, I forgot. And we're gonna do the rest of this without video so I don't get in the way, I think. What do you think, Nugs? Alright, we're gonna do it like this. Well, I don't have to wear these. Hell yeah. Well, I mean, I might later. I think I'm good right now, or do you want me to work? I don't know what that means, Nugs. I don't know what that means. Pop in once in a while, just every once in a while, I'll be like, what up? Keep it off. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Nugs. You look better with your camera off, Nugs. Alright, so we're gonna get all this out of here, right? I need to get a ladder. Definitely takes up less space on the screen. Alright, I want to get this here. Lovely. Alright. Don't know why this failed me, but it did. It's unfortunate. It is in mostly insulated tiles. Does go through a little bit of uninsulated. I mean, I could fix that. I could deconstruct this. I would just go down one. That'd be fine. Let's go ahead and speed that up a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Should I go to the other planet, see what they're up to? I mean, we have one sick dupe of slime lung. So, yeah, slime lung's a problem. I guess we have some polluted oxygen around here. So the best thing to do about that is to clean it up. So I will get... halfway tempted to get a sweep command going. You know, I could maybe think it... Can I make Flydos? Where is... Or do we have... I'm sure we have a soldering station. That is a thing, yeah? Maybe it's not, since we're only on spaced out. Oh, man. You know, I could bomb some of that up, though. Yep, we're gonna go... polluted oxygen. There's a couple there. That would be somewhat okay. I might be able to get away with one right there. That would help. And then power wire, I suppose we'll just do something like that. We're using cobalt, are we? This might, well, they might be able to build it through the door. So that might happen. Let's go to construction. Make it 7s. See if we can at least clean that area out. Alright, over here. How we doing? Alright, we're taking all the food out. No, we're not. Priorities, duties. Those are 9s. Huh. Alright, conveyor chute, deconstruct. Alright, get all that stuff out of there. That's a nasty, nasty environment. Yep, get all of it out. Everything needs to come out. Can I make sure I get that move command going real good? Yeah, all of it. Now, how cold are you? Minus... Okay, I want you to be cold, dude. Minus 100. What's the other one at? This one's running well. Mass food needed. This one is running at minus 75. Alright, so the other one should be able to run at minus 75. This one's running at minus 50 for this. This one is running minus 40. So I'm going to copy that one. Paste it there. Alright, that's the rest of the food. We can now put that in. This will take all the cooking ingredients, edibles, barbecue, cooked seafood, frost buns. No, that one won't. I think I need the sweeper closer to this one so it can't see that, but it can see these two. Because that can see this, and it could see that. So I need to have another sweeper. Not this sweeper, but probably one in here somewhere where, like, that motion sensor is sitting. Or where this is sitting, to be honest. I might have to redo this wiring. This is going up. This is for food, though. So, yeah, I think I'm going to deconstruct the conveyor rails. I'm just going to deconstruct all of these, deconstruct buildings as well. Yep, that all has to go. And we're on a double speed, are we? That's crazy. We're still in carbon dioxide here, which isn't great. That slickster ain't doing much. Is it a long hair? Body temperature low, mood glum. Well, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Looks like we're mopping up some of the oil down here. That's awesome. Want to do that. This whole biome needs to go bye-bye. Did we get skills? Oh, we do have skills. You are going to be a masterwork artist, yeah, so we could do this. What is this? Errands, Quinn's, required to learn skill. What do we need? Masterwork skills. Skill, yeah, I think we were doing Ari as the masterwork skill. Ooh, they're not going to like that at all. They're already really not happy. Let's get this food fixed first. It's very important. Okay. Deconstruct. overshoot. Alright, that's a good start. Now I want a sweeper that can see everything like so right there. And that leg lamp will be fine. And then this conveyor loader though is okay. Hold on, cancel this. Rails. Cancel this rail. Oh, wait a minute. Now it goes. What is this? What do I have? Oh, this is for things that come from the other planet that come in, get you. The other things will go to Central, but any of the food would go here. Gotcha. Or at least the bristle berries, which are minus 73 right now. That's cool. We'll have another bridge. Like so. This is going to need power. Deconstruct this power. Priority constructions are 7s. Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep them at 7, so it's fine. I think I will have a bin here just to pick up any, you know, rot pile, I guess. I'll set it at a 1, but that way, if it ever does do a rot pile again, it shouldn't be a big deal. And down here, we are mopping like a madman, and then we're also digging all this ice out. That's cool. Well, pretty soon, this is going to be a steam room we're hoping for today. That's the goal. Nice. So now this is looking for barbecue. I wouldn't say bog jelly, right? Not bristleberry either. We would be looking for frost buns. We'd be looking for maybe gristleberry. I think that's cooked. Grub fruit is cooked. Meat is not cooked. Mushrooms are not cooked. Pickled meal is cooked. Raw eggs are not cooked. Roasted grub nut is. Souffle is. Spiced tofu is. Spindly grub fruit. I don't think that's cooked. Stuffed berries, yes. Swamp chard hearts, yes. Okay, good. We're pretty good there, I think. Okay, let's see where that's going. That is... minus 68 degrees. Minus 71 degrees. Minus 71.5 degrees. Alright. This would be rot pile. Level 1. And that way, if anything ever did rot again, we should be alright. Alright, deep freeze. And then that goes in there. Gristleberry goes in there for what? To make gristleberry? Oh yeah, bristleberry is going in there right now. I get you. And let's see, gristleberry, deep frozen, sterile atmosphere, all that's good. I think that's fixed. I don't know what happened to all of our barbecue. It's gone, but the rest of the food is okay. Can we make anything else? Now, as far as food goes, 72,000 calories for 5 dupes is not too bad. We have mostly berry sludge, but the grub fruit and the gristleberry is not too bad. And we have some refrigerators here that allow food in them. This allows grub fruit in it by 1, and this one's gristleberry by 1. So we should have food available at all times for our dupes. As far as oxygen, I would like to redo the oxygen setup here. But do I want to do that over something else? Because these open air electrolyzers, I'm starting not to be a fan of them. I think I want to start going with mostly, what do you call it, swampy spawns from now on. Oh, Yelp, he got me converted. Now I'm curious, this should ask for things. Yeah, nosh beans, pinch of peppers, all those, which hopefully this is also, yes, at a higher level. At the same level, but it doesn't matter. So if we went and got some mopping in here because, you know, it's nasty. And I went ahead and maybe dug out this tile and that tile. I don't think we need either one of those. Maybe I can improve the situation down here. We could even get some more sleet wheat here and there by digging down just a little bit. Yep. And then maybe cancel this one. Dig a little higher. Cancel that one. Jump down there. Jump down there. Maybe. That would give us some more sleet wheat. And this, when it's harvest ready, we should see it get taken into the freezer, I would think. Here we go. We're making some food. Bristleberry goes up. There is holding in there for some reason because I did not finish this. Okay. Priority 9. Luckily, the Megatronics engineer was right there, because that food would go off after a while. Here it all comes. Really? Minus 46, minus 47. Okay. Well, let's see if it holds. Minus 44. Minus 44. Minus 40. Yeah, seems like it. Deep breeze, sterile atmosphere. This is 35 degrees. Should be fine. Let's see, barbecue is in there. We're not allowing them to have barbecue right now, and I think that's okay, because what I'd like to have is to get some fish back over here and start making better foods. That is Swampy Delights. Let's not have that allowed in there anymore. That's a loop. Actually, you know what? It wouldn't be a loop. Deconstruct that. 7. If I had, yeah, let's put that back on, Swampy Delights. I need to get this back in here. Alright, let's get this placed there. Wouldn't mind a Sweepy Bot. Guess I could put one in. Should be fine. Deep freeze, fresh deep freeze. I'm just checking on this since it went bad on me last time. And that should be a vacuum, so it shouldn't change anything in there. Now this isn't a vacuum, but it should be cold. It's minus 55. Alright, well they're gonna work on that. Where's everybody else? They're working around the base. They definitely have a lot of things to do. We're making eggshell to lime, fossil to lime, salt to table salt. I guess we're treating ourselves with the salt for a little while. How about over here? Did we clean up anything over here at all? No, we have not made this. Might have to allow people in here. At least, let's do blame Redneck. He should be able to go in there for a little bit. Make this a 7. Well, it already is a 7. Paulina is sick. What do we got? Slime lung. Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of that. Maybe I'll snip these for now. That way I don't have to worry about it. In fact, I'll just go ahead and say everybody's allowed in, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they'll get to it. As far as these beds go, those are looking nice. We should design more of these nugs. You let me know when you're ready, and we'll definitely do that. We got Redneck in one already, but we haven't placed anybody else in their bed yet. Alright, just double checking my freezer. Deep freeze, deep freeze, deep freeze. Love it. Good. Now this is going to be the same as this, which is berry sludge forever. Copy pasta. Perfect. And what are you making now? You're making gristleberry? What could we make? Well, we can't make anything until we dig out more stuff, which I'm thinking about doing over here. All the okay. Alright, so all these would look the exact same. Well, what do you want to do for the pip? Let's see, now that was the regal background. Oh, pip, should it be a bright color? We have the juicy limes. That's a yellow. We also have these high-vis databanks. Of course, this was this one here. But we do have some other cool patterns. There's like a fish scale one. But the color is, eh. If you want a bright yellow, there is the circuit board yellow. And then there is the paint splatter, the happy accidents. That's always fun, but it's not really. We have this yellow and brown kind of pattern. Sporchids are always nice. Nice little floral pattern. We have the watermelon, the grapes, the solid colors, rainbows. We have these snowflake prints, which are fun. Of course, mush bars, which we were on. How about the pastel polka dot print? There's the polka dots. Polka dots are nice. And we have these balm lily wallpapers, which kind of go up and down, like in a line. That's kind of a neat little pattern. And then, of course, the cafe print. What do you think, Nugs? Got any ideas on that? Polka dots. Got you. Okay, we'll make that out of granite. Perfect. This will keep them busy. And one over here. All right, that's good. Now, what kind of ceiling trim? We had this Regal ceiling trim, but we do have the nautical or the regular. Do you have a preference between the nautical, the regular, or would you rather go with the Regal as well? Wallpaper. Oh, not wallpaper, I'm sorry, ceiling trim. So ceiling trim, we got the regular ceiling trim, the Regal, or the nautical. You want to go more Regal? Okay. Let's see, we want to have Regal there. Regal there. So basically Regal on all these rooms. Yep. Okay, that looks like Regal on all those rooms. We'll also get the Regal corner prints. Man, if they're not super overjoyed, I don't know what, bruh. Although this side's not looking great, but they should be fine. Alright, every one of them now I think has all their... No, that one can't yet because we don't have the right thing there, which needs to be a regular granite tile. Gonna be so pretty. Yeah, I hope so. Now, can I build it? No, I still can't build it. I have to wait for that. And then, oop, there's a corner piece that needs to be done. Got a corner piece there, 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 there. Oh my goodness, I missed so many. All right. Corner pieces, corner pieces, corner piece. This needs a tile there. It doesn't have to be an airflow tile at this point. It just needs to be a regular tile. In fact, all of these could have been just regular tiles. So that's fine. And then I need to get more backgrounds on these. Nice. Well, this will look nice. This will look really good. We also maybe want to put deodorizers in these rooms. I'm thinking about it. Let's see. So those are the pips, the hatches. Okay. That should be good. Let's look at the oxygen overlay. We do have some polluted oxygen up here. So I think at least in here, I will put in some deodorizers. Alright, that should clean this whole place out, hopefully. And we'll just put all these mesh tiles in. Maybe not that one. Cancel. And then some power wire will work. 1.99, that's the potential, right? That's not so bad. We could get... Oh, I'm going to use cobalt. Alright, so far so good. Luckily, it's temporary. Yikes. Cancel that one. I want to maybe use some iron here. Yeah, that looks way better anyway. Alright, that should be good for that side. Meanwhile, over here, I think I need to get her that skill. Ari, you're going to have to get the Masterwork skill, and that is a 9. So please come and do that. Ari, number 15. I need to give her priorities artwork. Ari. Decorating. Yep. Come and do this. Oh, it's so cold, we're getting liquid chlorine. We did allow some of that to exchange temperature. Not a lot, but a little bit. Would like to get this out of here, and then I think I will... I guess this doesn't have power, but it could. Power is connected. Copy settings. Paste. Alright, well that's going to move all that stuff. I'm also going to have to drop all this stuff. And I'm also out of sand, it looks like. Did I ever get sand ready to go? I might have. Yep. Probably. Yep, sand. So let's drop that off. Oh my goodness, I can't believe they haven't already messed their pants. Alright, sand is coming in. That'll be very helpful. Yay! Let's go ahead and deconstruct these. And that one can go. No P yet, yeah. It was only a matter of time. Also, I want to get in here on a 7 and move all of this stuff over there. Get some more ladders. Deconstruct this. And that is hauling everything off of here. Maybe I could go ahead and put in some regular tiles in some spots. Definitely one. Actually, cancel that. Whatever this is, pending move, cancel, relocation. Radiation. Yeah, probably. Alright. So that's moving everything over to here anyway. Maybe not all the way over to here, because this is for the ice. And maybe it pulls the ice over there? I'm not really sure. We'll have to find out. That's going to take a while. That's a long kind of thing. Let's check out over here the process. Yeah, slime lung everywhere. Fossil extracted. Okay. No research is focused. Let's think about that. Emulsification. Not running boundaries. Ribbons are nice. No, I think I'm good on research for right now. Yeah, they're bringing in a little at a time over there. All right, they got. Ooh, what? Wait. Dang it. Anything else I need to look at here? We're working down towards these steam vents. That's fun. I think I need more duplicates. I have 9. We did say that we wanted, what was it, 15? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, 15 dupes here. We are on the hunt for new and good quality dupes. Hopefully. As far as this food goes, we shouldn't have sand in here, but we should have sand. Yeah, the sand is coming down. Tell me how that works, game. I asked you to only turn on for bristleberry. This sand is going to try to cool off. Oh, booty cheeks. Okay. Well, that didn't work out the way I'd hoped. This is waiting until it gets down to -40, which it is getting colder. Trapped. Hey, a pinch of pepper that can be auto-harvested, level 7. That would be awesome. We could get some peppers in there. But for right now, yeah, you're trapped. Well, let's just go ahead and fix that. Yeah, go ahead and get that while you're here. That's awesome. I want to continue building these. I think I will go ahead and possibly start this thing up. I think I wouldn't mind having some biobots. They seem to be better than they used to be, so I'm willing to give them another shot at the very least. This hatch needs to be relocated into here, please. Toasty surroundings. Oh my goodness, what the hell, bro? Alright, I gotta figure this out. Like, why is this happening? The water here is 34 degrees. 27 degrees. I don't see any water above it. Liquid. So whatever happened most likely started here because these are airflow tiles and it couldn't fall down. So something with this. What is wrong with you? 27 degrees, 32 degrees. Or was this a leftover from a long time ago? I'm not exactly sure, but it doesn't seem like it. Alright, well, we'll mop it up and see what happens. Because, it looks like it's spilling, so it just might have just happened. I don't think I'm bringing anything cold. I shouldn't be bringing anything cold. This water is all pretty warm. It's bee water. Alright. Over here. This is all being moved. We can go ahead and put a tile right there. Well, this thing can see it. Dang it. Alright. I was hoping it couldn't. I think I could just snip it off power-wise. Alright, then cut the power. It's hot anyway. There we go. And let's get another one right there on a 6. Perfect. That'll come off. Can I demolish that? You know what? Cancel that. I don't know. You know what? It might be a good background thing to help with the heat. Get a little bit of water going there. Entombed. Who's entombed? Where is it entombed? Over here? It's ice. And we are studying this. Hell yeah. I guess it must be dormant. This is set up. Colony achievement earned. Although we're not doing achievements on this one. Get a room. Or underground. Oh, we must have finished a painting somewhere. That's cool. We have ice in here. I think I'm okay with leaving it in there. I think I want to close... No, not that off yet. We're sucking some of the water out. However, I will maybe get this going. That should be nice. Get a ladder right there. Thank you, Nugs. Meanwhile, we could enable auto harvest on all of these. Let's see. Enable auto harvest. Yes, please. On all of those. Maybe not that one. Disable that one. We don't need that one. But I wouldn't mind having a ladder up to these. There you go. That should be able to harvest a pinch of pepper nuts. And we should be able to put those away. Why are we not mopping this up? Yeah, something here is happening. What is happening here? It's 27 degrees, guys. Why? Repair delivery. It's 26 degrees. I don't know, the game's acting all sorts of weird. It should be... Oh, yeah, we got a print, by the way. Operating, tidying... rancher. Mouth breather. Yikes. Diver's lung, on the other hand, is nice. Another cook. How many cooks do I have? I think I only have the one. Paulina here is... Got a whole bunch of good stuff going on. Hold on. You're going to be a Megatronics engineer, Paulina? Is that what you want to be? I think I was bringing her down. No, yeah, Hala. Hala was going to be another hauler. But might be a Megatronics engineer. Yep. That's good. Meep over here could be exosuit trained. Let's get Yalp over here. He's already exosuit trained. I think Yalp is good. Stinger here. His bedside manner could go up. Okay. Nuggy could be a better farmer. Meep could be a better farmer. Paulina is good to go. Lame Redneck is good. Anemic Mega is pretty good. Could increase... Well, I mean, you're a Megatronics engineer, so you're fine. Ada, you need to go down exosuit training big time. There's that. I think she's done. Quinn is pretty much done. Ruby could go down this, but is pretty much done for right now. Great Plup, fine. And you just need to be exosuit trained, but you're really upset right now, as is. So we'll wait on that. And yes, I could use another cook. Building impaired, but he can build. So let's go ahead and grab you. Skills-wise, we'll get you into cooking, grilling. Schedule-wise, we'll put you on this one, Rin. Priorities, Rin, you're going to be a cook. So farming, ranching, building, digging, way down. Okay, welcome to the team. Soon you will have your own private bedroom, but not yet. Alright, over here, everything's getting shipped out pretty fast. This is, I cannot see that. So this ice here needs to be relocated over to there real quick. Everything else has been dealt with pretty well. We could come in here and deconstruct buildings. Yep. That should be good for now. Oh yeah, so it is taking the ice and putting it over there. That's great. Everything else is going to be delivered right here, and then we can do whatever we want with that. I might have it delivered up Or maybe I'll wall this one off and then have it put over here with a sweeper or something. I don't know. Figure something out. It's a lot of stuff. Yeah. It's wolframite, plastic, diamond, lead, sulfur, iron ore, cobalt, obsidian. Lots of obsidian and granite. Igneous rock. A whole bunch of stuff. So we'll want to utilize a lot of it. Hopefully I have a place for all this stuff to go. Don't know. Or maybe I'll reuse it some way. Okay. What are we going to be up to today? Because they're over there doing all that, and that's great and all, but I'd like to possibly see this air get cleaned up. Could maybe think about digging all this out. I mean, we're not doing anything with it, right? So why not? And then we could dig all the way over to there. We could dig that out. This is just good stuff that we could have. Meanwhile, we got more of this polluted oxygen. Made a mess. Sorry. Oh, he's not going to be happy at all about that. Yeah. Well, at least it's going to, you know, turn to ice. And you weren't in your suit, so that's helpful. Wow. I can't even make that wider if I wanted to right now. Hey, we got that research, though, so it's dormant until 26.7 more cycles. That's a while. Oh man, I have an idea of something I want to do with this, but I'm not sure if I really want to go through with it yet. However, right now we are draining this of its liquid. Let's just make sure nothing has flooded. I should have a place for liquids to go. That would be great. Why do we have solid nuclear waste right here? Dang it. I mean, it's not still running, right? No, because we're not researching right now. Plastic, over here we are digging out, bringing stuff up. I could probably use a mop. Oh my goodness, is that a sage hatch? How are you guys getting out of there? Other than that... back over here. I want to get in a whole bunch of temp ship plates. I got to figure out ranches here. That's going to be fun. Ranches. Okay. I would like a vacuum in here, which I do not currently have. This is carbon dioxide currently. I mean, I could get a vacuum in there pretty easily if I deconstructed this door. I don't think I need that door. And this is crude, so I don't have to worry about crude that much. I do have to worry about ethanol, though. I mean, I could have another one. I think I should have another one. Maybe I have another one. Let's go. Let's see. That would be up to... No, we can't go up to there. So we'd have to go... And that's too much to mop? It's too much to mop. It should be a proper setup anyway, to be honest. It should really be a proper setup. This is heavy-duty stuff over here that we're thinking about doing. So maybe I dig out this. We could have... Actually, you know what? We don't need to do that. Because we're still walling up all this ice. Alright, well, not much we can do on that. One thing we could do is set up for better O2. Our carbon dioxide is horrendous. And we have more liquid on the bottom here, which is not good. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened to the one slickster that we had right there. But we'll try to get another one there soon. Okay. It's getting there. There's the PACU over here. And we do have pollutant oxygen over here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's so bad. We need to dig out more. That's a thing I could do. Let's get regular floors. And I will dig underneath this. I think I might have to deconstruct this and reconstruct it somewhere else. And that is taking care of what power? That whole line. That's a good long line. Instead, let's build a power thing over here. And draw that. Cancel. Deconstruct. Let's get some cobalt going in here. We will probably have it going like this. Alright, and then I want to get this going all the way over to there. At the very least. I might have to change that again, to be honest, but for right now, this will work. Let me get some tiles on that. That's important. Yikes. Yeah, this place really needs to be cleaned up. Something awful. Pretty bad. Let's check on the other planet. How are we doing? We've gotten most of this. Deconstruct buildings. Those can go. These can go. This one can go. More things to do anyway, once in a while, when you don't have anything else going on. We are ranching a couple slug plugs, which... We're down to 21 tons of cobalt ore, and it looks like we are still running on these petroleum generators, something awful. So that's the whole idea, is to get off of those, get them down in here, and then move that whole setup. Now, do I want to vacuum this whole place out? It is not that much oxygen in here. It's tempting. Alright, so we're gonna need steam in here, or water, which we do have a lot of ice. And there is a little water on the ground here, not a lot. But I could maybe stop with the ice. Or I could load, you know, 10 tons of it or however many tons of ice into it. Yeah, I suppose I could do that too. That'd probably be better. Let's go ahead and start the granite process, though, or whatever we have the most of with raw mineral. Raw mineral. Granite I would like, but we might not have a lot of that. I do like to use it for decor stuff. Raw mineral. Is that like way up? I think it is. Actually, let's check this way. How much do we have? Sedimentary rock. Igneous. Yeah, granite is very low. I would say maybe igneous. Yikes. I'd hate to do that. That's a lot of I don't have that many uses for obsidian. Not really. So maybe I make one of these obsidian instead of igneous rock. I mean, I still want the igneous rock. Cobalt ore, igneous rock. Okay, that one still has igneous rock for it. And then steel, and then this one is going to be for raw material obsidian. And as far as the ranches go, we want to be able to come in somewhere convenient. I'm thinking this is a fine place to come in. It's just, how do I move this down so that it works better? Cancel that. Maybe I could have one that goes like this so that I could then build this one like so. Yeah, I think I like that way better. And then we'll get a bottle emptier there and there. And then this actually will be canceled because I want to put an airflow tile on that one. And another igneous one on this. We'll get regular tiles of, igneous rock I think would be fine. We'll have those down here like that, just to kind of make it look somewhat presentable. Cancel that for right now. And then I will get a ladder that goes like so. This can be all priority 6. Let's see what they do with it. Deconstruct that. Radiation, yeah, I'm sure we do have a little bit of radiation once in a while. Not exactly sure where you're getting it from. Maybe one of the dupes are a glow stick. Been getting a lot of those lately. Or it could be from the Wheeze wards. That happens as well. Looks like we have all 3 of those running right now. Why? We only allow people out this way, right? Yes? Nope, we're allowing them in. Okay. Well, that would be another Wheeze wards if we were able to get one, but that's fine. How are these coming along? Pretty nice. Let's get some more plants in there. We'll get a mirth leaf, maybe, on a 7. Copy settings, paste, 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 paste. I mean, I think I might just do mirth leaves all around. This one should be a buddy bud, though. Yep. That way we have a nice floral scent for everybody, including Nugs. Nuggy. She'll love that. Maybe not so much. Alright, this is going in. Yeah. This is looking pretty good. I like it. Alright, so if I could get crude oil here, that'd be great. Can I copy that and paste it? And then I also want to build this one like so. Dig out this. Deconstruct that. I think that's correct. Hopefully we have a hard digger down here. I'm probably gonna have to get this digging on a 9. Yeah, that's gonna trap him, alright. Yeah, hopefully we got a digger somewhere around here. Sure she can figure out something to do in the meanwhile. Yep, loading obsidian. That's great. You're just moving it from the bottom to the top, huh? Well, I suppose. Anybody on it? The Great Plup is number 4. Okay. Well, he's asleep right now. Follow cam. How are they doing? 14% stress. That's not too bad. Having one digger on the planet. Not the greatest. Alright, next I need to have a little bit of ventilation right here. We will have a little bit of gas pipe that goes right to there, I suppose. Since we already have one up there and it's not that much pressure, and it's already hooked up to power, perfect. And I suppose that could start vacuuming anytime it wanted to. Yep. Nice. So if this is going to be my main way down, I'm going to want to have a pole that comes straight down. And a ladder that comes straight down. And then we got to figure out all the ranches. That's going to be fun. Oh, the rooms are coming together nicely. I might want... I'd clean up that oxygen first, but we have such a bad case of it down here, too. It's, like, not great. That's not in power. Or that doesn't have power. Let's see. That should be fine. Priorities, construction, 7s. Come on, guys, get on that. And this is a mix of gases. We could maybe dig out this area here. Yeah. I'd like to get some of this taken care of. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, maybe we could just come over here and do this. That'd be great. And then we could deconstruct stuff. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. 6 on this, please. 6 on that. That one already has stuff on it, which is awesome. This is done. Let's not do that anymore. Alright, sweep only. Sweep only. Alright, we good. That is also a vacuum now, so that's great. So that's a vacuum as well. Perfect. We're good to go on that. Now we're just waiting on these, which most of them are done now, so we'll deconstruct those buildings. All the way to there, I believe. Yeah, let's go ahead and start thinking about getting our temp ship plates in here. Where the heck am I going to want those? Some of these... Or do I want to wait to build the rooms first and then the temp ship plates? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is where the first one should be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, that's the proper size of the flooring. So if this were ranches, that would be in the way for sure, 100%. Ooh, gross. Suppose I could deconstruct this power wire too. And now that we have a proper way of coming in here, start thinking about Slickster ranching. Let's think about getting these rooms up and running. Alright, deconstruct buildings. And I suppose I will put these on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness, it's almost perfect. So that would be our bottom floor right there. One more tile of things. Got you. I can do that. Let's just go ahead and put one more tile on the bottom. Thank you, thank you. We got a little petroleum down here. Negative 33 degrees. Interesting. And yeah, we're only going to want to ranch the molten slicksters, but it's probably going to take a while before they get warm enough. As far as heating this up originally, I'm thinking these are pretty good at 157 degrees. They could at least start up with a steaming process. We'll get maybe a few tons of ice in here. Could make these bottom tiles more conductive instead of this igneous rock. They could be metal tiles, but I don't think I have that much metal. Ooh, I have a lot of lead. You know what? Cancel this. And I think the lead is not that far away. I mean, a lot of it's upstairs. That's okay. We don't mind the heat from upstairs down here, though. And some of that lead is from all the auto sweepers and things, so that would work pretty well. I might not need it all the way over here, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I could just deconstruct this. I don't think I need it anymore. No, I don't. Deconstruct that on a 7. Alright, keep these metal tiles a-coming. So right there, because that would be perfect. Then we'll deconstruct all the buildings on a 7. Oops, well, that's fine. And then I can put in doors. These will have to be made out of steel. Steel doors. I mean, I don't need the top doors. Could just do mesh tile. And that way I don't have to use that much steel. This cobalt should be enough. Of course, the oil should run off. They're going to be excreting it all the time. I forget all my rules on Slickster Ranch, and it's been a while. However, it could pull up down here, and that would be fine. get these going. These are going to have to be 96 tiles. So right about there. So this one, deconstruct, basically right to there. 96. Perfect. This one can still be 96, and its sulfur will just spill on the floor, which should be fine. We can deconstruct buildings on a 6. All of these buildings can go. Love it. How about over here? How we doing? We should have power back to everything, and... Oh, we are almost done with all these. That's great. Yep. We have 2... Well, no, now we have food poisoning nuggy. Wow. Slime lung and food poisoning. Gross. They do look awesome, don't they? Alright, who else should we put in here? First was Nuggy. Nugs, which one would you like? Would you like a pip or a hatch bed? And do you want to pick your square? A pip bed? Do you want to pick your square? Not by redneck. Furthest one away. Got you. That's your bed. I think I'm going to have doors going out the other side just because we're going to need it. I'm not exactly sure how many ranches I can get on the other side, so we shall see. Deconstruct that one. Let's go ahead and deconstruct all of these. I don't need those anymore. Or that one. We do have some leftover stuff in here, but I'm not too worried about it. So this sweeper could maybe go, like, deconstruct that sweeper, deconstruct that one. Because I'd rather get this ladder in all the way anyway. Like so. You're welcome. And this one with the sulfur on this side would be great. And how are we doing over here? It's getting close to being done. We got... Ice is down to... Well, no, that was the last of it. Right there. Every once in a while, solid carbon dioxide, but... Could probably stop that. Like, no more liquefiable... solid carbon dioxide. Copy settings, paste settings. Yeah, just cancel that. That would stop a lot of it right there. Alright, now we can get this fire pole all the way down. This ladder all the way up. And continue on with our ranch idea. That's pretty good. Now about this one, that's where it's gonna be tricky. Easily just open that up. What's this? Entombment? Oh, okay, yeah. Let me dig this out. I'm glad they're over here working on this, though. That's great. And we have a few cycles to worry about this. A few. Not too many. I might want to sweep up those data banks. Alright, as far as temp shift plates go, let's start doing it. It's going to take them forever, so they might as well get a start at it. Granite, no. I'm gonna go obsidian, I believe. We're gonna try to figure out how we don't want it on the top row. So it doesn't really matter other than that where we start, but I could do every other. Ah, crap. I didn't want to do that one. This is where having the blueprint mod in would be really handy. You know what? Let's not go all that way. Not yet. Cancel those. It's one of my favorite things to do with the blueprint mod because it's just a lot of placing down. Alright, so that one would go there, that one would go there. Probably have, I don't know, something like there. That should be good. I am done putting down temp ship plates for a little while. We'll just let that run. Five duplicates. This is going to take a minute. What, the temp shift plates or this one? We could start thinking about assigning them beds. Priority duties 6s, I think, would be fine up here. We could get other people in the beds, or we could just go ahead and give them all out randomly by deconstruct. Why? Something about this water sieve does not work. You would think it would work. This water here, oh, it's minus 13 degrees. Why is it so cold? And why is it coming up? Minus 14. Why are you so cold? Oh, because this whole place is really, really cold. Gotcha. Because the piping that I did is now minus 31 degrees and way too cold. So, deconstruct buildings. Wow. Okay. Deconstruct 9. That's why. That's why I've been getting that water there this whole time, is because we are chilling off this machinery so cold because the ethanol getting the cooling from the one metal tile. And it's cooling this off to negative 31, cooling the whole thing off, basically. So that's not great. Deconstruct this. 9. I think we're going to do a little bit different here. Deconstruct 9. And deconstruct 9. Let's get that in. This needs to get a little warmer in here. It was too hot before, remember? And now it's way too cold. Gotcha. So I think what I'll do instead is I'll probably just do regular pipes here out of sedimentary rock. Let's see. Or sandstone. Sandstone would probably be best. Sandstone. Sandstone. I mean, this area is still too damn cold too, so deconstruct, deconstruct. All of these can go. We'll just do it with regular sandstone, I think. That'd be good enough. And there are ways that I could do this a little bit better, but... Let's come back to this and watch them build some of this real quick. Alright, so this is done. We can deconstruct this now. I can get rid of all these. Deconstruct. 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 All this. There you go. The question will be is where do we want to put the ice? And see, we can seal this up anytime we want. I guess I could put a bin. How much ice do I want? 20 tons is a lot, right? You'd think. Could put it over here. Yeah, why not? I'll put one bin over there. Maybe they get to it, maybe they don't. Alright, in here, how are we looking? Okay, yeah, we need more of these pipes. So, I'm just gonna do something like that, actually. Let's do priority, constructions, 6s. You guys want to come do that? Yeah, I bet it's cold in here. Alright, well, as far as this goes, then, I don't know what to do. I could make it loop around before it goes in, or I could just shut it off. That is... it's not horribly necessary. And it is just once in a while. Yeah, minus 13 degrees. It's gonna have a problem again. I do have this cooling loop going around. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut that off for a while. No more of that. And we're probably gonna have to clean that up because it's probably gonna break in my pipes. And let's check the freezer, see if it's still working. Sterile, deep frozen. Food-wise, 400,000 calories. That's way better. We make a lot of barbecue. Wow. For a decent amount, anyway. Let's see, if I had another one right here... I mean, that ranch would be smaller. One of the ranches would be smaller, 100%. That ranch would be too large. Of course, I can't do any ranching on that. They need to have a place for their fluid to go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 ranches. I could probably get 3 more on that side, maybe. Yeah, where do I want to put that? Yikes. I don't like this thing. I want it to go away. I want it to move. Or I could have put the power near that. And the ranch is over here. Definitely want power near the bottom, maybe? I'm not sure. Bottom power? Alright, I want to deconstruct beds. Buildings. Those can go. These can go. I think we're ready. And we have a print available. That's cool. Let's also get a high-level sweep on the entire setup. So that it looks pretty. That is pretty cool. That's what we're playing for. The pip and the hatches. Comfy beds. Ooh, look at plain redneck going to bed. Clean base is a happy base. It sure is. I wonder if we have any narcoleptics, though, that I have to worry about. Oh, Nuggy, you're on the same schedule as Redneck. Look, you're far, far away. And above wind. So his farts will go down, right? So he probably farted right there. Oh, yeah, definitely. But that'll eventually go down. There it goes. Not to pass you by while you're sleeping. Isn't that nice? Yep. Awesome. I'll tell you, some construction skills would be really nice. Let's see, great plop. Yeah, you already have all your construction. I don't think that... Oh, it does give you a +2 to construct. We don't have enough morale to push that right now. The other thought is to go ahead and make a O2 machine, but I kind of want to get these up and running first. Because I really don't like the chimney that I've got going on right now. I almost wish I could bring in more dupes over here to help out. We have the calories. We could push it. Especially now that we got the freezer going. Bro, that is nice. Just needed a little bit of change. Hey, the beds are getting used. Awesome. Everybody's morale around here should be going up. Maybe I should take a note of that and have private bedrooms on this side as well. Wouldn't mind getting some nosh beans. Oh, we don't have any suits over here, do we? Deliver suit, level 9. Deliver suit, level 9. And where is our suit making machine? Here it is. Repair Atmos suits, but I don't have any make Atmos suits, I guess. What's up, Nugs? I want to grab... I don't have enough metal. That's what it is. Let's go over here. How much refined metal do I have? I have 2 tons of cobalt. I would really like to get more cobalt. And I believe this is a cobalt. Yeah, this is cobalt here. You can't cheer in mod view? Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move everything off of there. And I think I'm going to set something up for this real quick. Yeah. Alright, well there is some oxygen in here, and I think that's going to be okay. Eventually I can filter that out. I'm not going to bother vacuuming this out, so I only have carbon dioxide and steam. Alright, so we got that all cleared off. I want to build... yeah. I want to build... something like that. We'll have ladders made out of obsidian here. I'll have... actually, no. Cancel. Close. I'll get regular tiles, igneous rock, I suppose. Down like so. That should be good. Try to build that in a vacuum as much as possible. Deconstruct these ladders. Deconstruct the buildings. I guess I could go up on one side and down on the other. Maybe. Or I just go a little lower on these ranches. I hate to mess up the system, though. It's definitely going to lessen it. Alright, well, we'll figure it out as we get there. Oh, and you know what I forgot? I don't even want them to have full reign of the place, I don't think. Do I? I mean, that's okay if they do, I suppose. You can have one room to take care of them all. I suppose that could be over here, the incubation setup and everything, and then we'll probably have one more set of ranches somewhere in here, maybe more than that, I don't know. I want to get a lot in. But we also have to leave room for power generation. Do I want power generation in the middle? I kind of do. So this top area might be for power generation. It needs to be substantial. Although I got to figure out how many slicksters I can run on these things. Although we're making plenty of petroleum, so that's not the issue. I don't necessarily need the petroleum from the slicksters. It's just that this kind of works out. Alright, that's done. Let's build another one. And I think I want to go across, maybe? Wait. Cancel that. Because, yeah, I do want to go down with this, with igneous rock, I believe. This is going to be a little pit for it. Something like that. Yeah, why not? We'll go ahead and make a cobalt tamer real quick. Not gonna be able to allow redneck in here though. That's how he gets out of all the work. Idleness? Are you kidding me? Who's idle? You're idle? You have nothing to do. Okay. Deep freeze. That's not got anything bad. Yeah, we're doing really well. Maybe we don't have enough Atmo suits to come down here. We got 4 Atmo suits to be able to come down here. It's looking pretty good though. It's working pretty well. It's a large steam room for 5 dudes. Waiting on that one. Thank you, redneck. And I want to have... Let's see, that's going to be the bottle. Pitcher pump. Could have had the pitcher pump closer. It's fine. Pitcher pump. Could still do it. I mean, there's nothing saying I can't. Cancel this. You know what? I will leave it like that, I think. Maybe. Cancel all what I was doing there. Let's just continue this on. And think about it. So this is going to be the pitcher pump. I'll have a bottle drainer. I'll have an auto sweeper. It's going to be in a vacuum, so when I have to have a conduction panel, that's fine. That auto sweeper will take the molten metal and put it into the bottle drainer. That bottle drainer will then go and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Wow. I don't know if I wanted that big. We'll see. It's probably gonna have to be that big. I could move it back. I mean, that is a thing I could still do, technically. It's not a problem at all. Let's get even more of this in. I already know that I want this to be pretty much all the way over. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there's 9. I could do 9? Maybe. Alrighty. And I have naphtha, so I think I could be pretty safe with this. Maybe. Breathability is an issue over here, is it? Probably, because of our oxygen setup. It's not great. Still waiting on this. Have not made anything because we don't have any metal. We were sending over sand, but I could send over an actual metal. If I can find the teleporter. There it is. So, refined metal. Let's put in... What we got? Cobalt. We put in 2 tons of cobalt. Refined metal. Cobalt. 2 tons. On a 9. Hopefully we'll remember that. Put that down here. Yeah, they're working on this really good. Steel doors. Yeah, it's looking real nice so far. Let's get some more of these in. What do you got, slime lung? Yeah. Let's see, the farmer's farming pretty good. And as far as cobalt ore, we're down to 15 tons. I think we're about done with this. So, deconstruct that, 7. I think we're done ranching slug plugs. We're gonna hopefully get better power options soon. Not to mention jet suits, all sorts of stuff. It'll be fun. Let's get a 3-speed on this. I think we're finally in that realm. That is pretty much done. Cobalt, drop you. Then over here, we need refined metal for APO suits. Which should be coming in. Oh yeah, did my sand ever get processed? Sand, yes. Let's get the sand out of there. Sand. Okay, so now we don't have any sand. We have nosh beans in there. And they're deep frozen. Heck yeah. Sterile atmosphere. Hopefully that's working well. Let's not have sand in there anymore. And we do have some things coming. I don't know why that didn't really work. That was quite unfortunate. I might just have to have them put the bristleberry in there. They already do. That's fine. Any bristleberry that comes in, they'll put in manually, and then it'll go around. This was a little bit too fancy. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. The automation for it as well. Q. But we should be able to make cobalt now Atmos suits. So that'll be nice. Let's go Atmos suit, cobalt. I need at least 3 of those on a 7. Sorry, slug plugs. I'm gonna kind of starvation ranch you to death. You can stay there and we can ranch you, but we're just not gonna feed you anymore. You can keep what you got on the floor, and that's about it. That should be good. They made an Atmos suit. That's great. Then we'll be able to go in there and get all these things. I had those mop commands on for a minute. There's the O2 going in. We might want to slow it down a little bit just because toilets. What? Why is toilets a problem? Let me just double check on my toilets are a problem. Okay. Deconstruct. Oh boy, that's not good. And that is not even working right now. Oops. Alright, let's get another one of those in. And if you can't go that way, go this way. Snip this off. Snip that off. Really? It's not going to go that way? It should say that it could still technically go that way, but I guess not. Alright, that's now working. Yes. Woo! That was scary. So this is also water that goes in there. That's from up to, oh my goodness, that was backed up as well. Okay. Yeah, we're making a lot of polluted water right now. That's not good. So that polluted water that those are going to make is going to be what steams up. We're going to have to deal with those pressures at some point. Those could then go into an O2 machine, I suppose, or a hot water area. Should also be making dirt from that, which will be nice. I want to get more of these oil wells producing too. If we're going to be going hard, we're going to want to have quite a bit of petroleum down here. All right, let's go back over to this location and on a 1. I'm going to check our blueprints, see what we get. A farming cook researcher, a farmer supplying rocketry, or a suit-wearing supplier rancher. That's not too bad. Be right back, and then we'll figure this out. Alrighty, I am back. Now let's look at these blueprints. May is a noodle arms, and so is Pei. May and Pei are both out. A farming cook researcher I don't really want, so I guess we're taking the salt water. That's just gonna be how it is. Thank you, Ned. What projects do I want them on? Let's check our gas levels. Polluted oxygen is a thing that I have that I do not like. And I want to dig this area out more anyway, so this works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that kind of works. But we're gonna deconstruct. Some digs. Get all that sand. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Question is, how do I want to go about this? Well, technically, I could have a pump down here that pumps any liquid out. That'd be easy enough to do. Well, I'm worried about having the liquid sulfur around, but not for too long. I don't think that would be an issue for very long. Are one of these for steel? Yes. Well, that's good. Alright, let's dig this out. Put some ladders over here. And then deconstruct these. Oops. Let me just put that there. I'll deconstruct these two, and we will dig out at least those. Maybe even that. Alright, that's just going to help with airflow in general. And then I think I'm going to put in some airflow tiles, like... Yeah. And then maybe some over on this side. Yeah, we're not messing around with this stuff. We want it gone. As far as power goes, it shouldn't be too difficult. We have one here that probably could run that easy enough. Let's get that out of cobalt. And we'll have one that goes over here. I guess that's all the cobalt we have. Alright, that should be a good command. That'll clean up a lot of that polluted oxygen. And that's only 4 ranches. I'm kind of worried about making more. I mean, that's taking a lot of time. As far as the gas in here, there is oxygen. Mostly oxygen, some polluted. Let's go ahead and check to see how much stuff we're hauling up, because I think we're almost done down here. Let's see, I could get another one, maybe thinking about picking up. Yeah, right there. Of course, I'd want to dig out more this way. Oh yeah, there's a volcano right there. Oops. Maybe that's not necessary right now. That's probably not necessary. Let's maybe get a ladder here. Dig out this. Dig out that. Alright, is this still chilly? It is 20 degrees now. So this liquid here is -9. -8. Still pretty cold. I think we're gonna wait on that. Now, on the other planet, we should be able to get up to the biome up here now with the suits, yes. So that's a thing we can do. Which is probably why we're getting some of these. Let's see, let's mop up this. And I don't know if there are any others, but I wouldn't mind grabbing some more. I don't see any more. That nosh bean's looking tasty. Oh yeah, we were coming in here to get these. I need to dig out that, though, in order to get in there. And what else? Really, it's all hands on deck down here. They're gonna make polluted water. I don't really want my polluted water mixing with my petroleum, but the polluted water will make steam. If it's hot enough, it should be. This liquid sulfur hopefully will make sure of that. Why do I have the heat overlay on right now? That's strange. Okay. Glitch over? Yeah, this place is nasty. So I'll close that off. Have been avoiding this area too much and should prioritize it more often. Let's go ahead and mop this up. Maybe think about getting one of those machines in here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Mop. Deconstruct. Yeah, I'm probably going to want to clear this whole room. We'll just drop everything down. Oh, the slime lung is bad. Demolish that. Demolish this. Alright, deconstruct this. Deconstruct buildings. I want those gone. That one gone. These gone. That gone. You alright there, Ada? You gonna be fine? Yeah. Hey, she's cured of it. That's nice. Until she gets it again. Alright, let's get a 9 on all of this stuff. So right there. And if it falls all right there, it will not be picked up yet. But at some point it will be. Just not right now. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. You know what? Cancel this. Just cancel that altogether. Let's just go ahead and deconstruct. 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 Yeah, eventually I'll have auto sweepers down here like I do right there. Just ships it all right back up to central. Now, I don't know if I can build a tile right there. No. No, you cannot. So, really, all I could do is do... Actually, I don't want to do that yet. Cancel that. They might do it. They've been doing pretty well in here. For the only few dupes that I have that can come down here and work. Alright, let's get ladders. Deconstruct. And then I have the one sage hatch that sometimes doesn't burrow down. Well, there he went. He got in. There we go. Did I inspect all these? Yeah, I did. This has already been inspected. Yeah. So we'll need carbon dioxide, and we'll need sporchids. That'll be fun. Should I use Atmos suits in order to set that up? Probably, because as soon as they plant them, although I could plant them from underneath, possibly. Yeah, you can plant sporchids from underneath. If I can feed a... What is it? If I can feed one of these from underneath, I can definitely plant the sporchids. Probably from underneath. Or I could plant them in a vacuum and then introduce it later. It doesn't really matter. Suppose I could do it. Well, no, I have this hydrogen vent here that I want to deal with at some point. That'd be fun to do. Maybe I go up with it instead of down with it. We're gonna have a. Let's see. Let's get more of these tiles in here. Might as well. We can cancel that. Nope, don't need it. Just go ahead and place those all the way across. Alright, so we're gonna want to have 2 pumps. I don't know, it could cancel this. I want to get ladders all the way across so this will actually look nice. This is the secondary plane. No, this is the one with redneck on it. Okay. Gotta be a little bit careful here. Do not want a pit to grab a hold of one of these sporches. That would be bad. I don't even know how many sporches I have. Alright, there's that. I mean, I could take up this whole entire room. I think would be pretty good if we did. Definitely don't want them to be able to come in here for very long. I don't think it's going to be warm, so I don't have to worry about the heat transfer. Cancel a few of those. I will want pumps in here. Probably 2 of them. I will get one on either side. With an Atmos sensor, maybe. Do I want an Atmos sensor? Yeah, I do. I only want it pumping if it's above a certain amount. So let's get Atmos sensor right in the middle. That's made out of copper. That's fine. This can be out of iron. The pipes for this. That would be going into there. We'd probably have insulated just because I think I might have to. I don't know. Maybe not all that should be insulated. I don't think they're going to get overheated or anything. You never know. And then this would go right back in there with a high pressure gas vent. Probably made out of cobalt. And I could put it anywhere, but the best place would be up above if I bridged that over. Which means I would have to go back into automation, cancel that automation, bridge that. And then this would go up. Up. Oops. Well. It kind of works. Or cancel this. We will just snip those and have a bridge going out that side. That looks way cleaner anyway. Yep. So there's that. Deconstruct that pipe. Of course, I will need power for all that eventually, so we will get a wire of iron. And exactly where that's coming from, probably that direction, yeah. Yeah, it'll be a nice little setup. New printables are available. I mean, we got plenty of food. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, I never activated that? Oh my goodness, activate this. I never activated it. No, he still didn't do it either. Alright, well maybe they'll do it next time. Let's get... What is this? Draco eggs, building operating. That's another Megatronics engineer. How many Megatronics engineers do I have currently? 1. Maybe 2. Yeah, Hala. Hala's a Megatronics engineer now. Yep. So, maybe not? Another cook I don't need. I think I'm good. I'll take... I have no idea. The Draco, I guess, so that we can eat it. Alright, let's kill that. Yep, I like that. That looks really good. And how are we doing on O2? I want to get all the polluted oxygen out of here. Still got some lingering around, but I'm surprised that it hasn't gotten better taken care of. And you, Hala. Oh wow. Look at all that slime lung in there. That's my carbon dioxide. Oh. That's it. That's it right there. There's where I'm getting my slime lung. It's because I'm allowing them to have soda pops. It's not the water that's getting them sick. Maybe it is that too if they have food poisoning, I suppose. I do have... No, but they're slime lung. And they're getting that from this soda fountain, I think. So we're going to have to turn those soda fountains off. Disable building. Disable... No, cancel and disable building. Yeah, sorry guys, no more soda pops for a little while. I have to clean that out. I got the chlorine right here too, but I don't really know if I want to clean the germs of carbon dioxide. We can get clean carbon dioxide somewhere else, or maybe I could put some radiation near it. That's a thought. Radiation near that would probably eventually kill it. Depends on how much slime lung is coming in right now. That is carbon dioxide from the engines, and that is also coming in the same line. Okay. Meanwhile, they're working on this machine. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Let's go ahead and maybe sweep all this stuff up. I really only would need one way in here, so we'll close off one side. I'll need another tile probably right there. We'll put a little bit of naphtha on it, or maybe... Yeah, you know what? Naphtha. Naphtha works. In fact, let me also get a door. Let me get a door right here. Make it out of old amalgam. And we'll make sure that redneck is not allowed in here. Over here. Still working towards this. I might extend these just because I do almost want to contain them into one area. Then we could have the engines, although I wouldn't mind them being tuned up. But we don't have a lot of refined metal right now, so maybe not. Tuned up is always better because you get more power for the same price of fuel. Alright, redneck, you're not allowed in here. Sorry. Where's redneck? Redneck? No. All right, let's get a blob of naphtha. Oh, and we're also doing this. Yep. Close that up. Naphtha, what is this? Crude oil. I guess that's what was strategically placed. Oh, I don't like it hanging off like that. 194, please. Liquid naphtha, relocate. We're going to be bringing that right there. And as far as carbon dioxide, I do have quite a bit. It's right here. And it's full of other kinds of germs. So I'm going to... Actually, I could just do it on a bottle emptier, I suppose. What up, redneck? Welcome in. Could do it on a bottle emptier. This is coming along nicely. And then let's go ahead and place some more right here. Oh, you want to see the Pip and the Hatch rooms? Here they are. Redneck's asleep in one right now. There you are, Redneck. Alright, the naphtha is there. Let's empty that. Let's get this ladder all the way down. Hey, there goes meat. Do I have that pre-chilling? No. Alright, get this put in. Hopefully the freezer is still freezing. Constantly worried about it. And did I ever make that thing over here? No, I have not. Okay, so we got plenty left to do in this biome. That's gonna probably be a few streams before I get that up and running. Alright, continue this over. Suppose I'll continue this over. And I will... This is good to go, yeah? Alright, let's see if we have a power wire that can handle that. Not that one. Could get another one here. I'll probably have to mess with this wire just a little bit. So we'll get a bridge and a wire. And deconstruct that one. Let's do that one on a 9. Snip it. And we'll just draw this heavy watt wire across. And this one can go out. Oh boy. I suppose I'm gonna have to go down with it just because, like, they can't reach everything. I don't have jet suits yet, it's a shame. I was doing that out of copper, was I? Oh, that's not good. Let's do that out of iron. Maybe I need to make more copper now. It's possible. I'm gonna have to change all that over. We do have a little bit of dirt. That's encouraging. Man, far as the ice goes, y'all are very busy people around here. We got plenty of polluted oxygen floating about. This actually closes once in a while? No way. That's cool. The chimney does work. It's dumb. I should never put it in. But it works. Alright, here we go. This is almost done. Alright, so as far as room sizes, 96, 84, 90. 96, obviously. I think I have, if I had another set like this, this is how far across? 96, obviously, so that'd be 3, then another one. 96, this would be the end of it. I really kind of do want to have, like, a lot of the production there. Where is this one at? Is that the same line? No, it's one below it. But this would clear that then. Yeah. Okay, so a ranch could be in that one easy. This one's going to be a little bit messed up. But I almost think I do ranches on this side. Make sure that I get my 96 tiles. Could easily put some regular tiles along that wall. Probably don't even need this one. There we go. And yeah, all these wires need to be canceled. And power wire. Do that out of iron, I guess. That should vacuum this place out. We could get a bin in here. This will be good for all the seeds that we're gonna need. This is gonna need a place to pump out first before it pumps out into there. So let's snip this for now and put in a, I don't know, high pressure? No, we don't need a high pressure. That should be good enough. Huh, picked up a bliss burst seed. Are we still planting seeds in there? Might have been. It's adorable. There goes Redneck sleeping again. Has it been a whole cycle? Wow. Alright, let's close that up. And I think I'll do something like this. And if I want in here on a vac, I don't know. Definitely gonna want this to be a vacuum. That should be good. Let's go ahead and get some more naphtha ready. 93. How are we doing on steel? We got 10 tons? That's not too bad. Hopefully everything's working now with the metal refiner. I think so. How are we doing on lime? We're out of lime. That's the issue. Hopefully we'll get more fossil. I thought they were sending fossil over here. Oh man, I hope I'm not out of that. Let's go ahead and deconstruct buildings on a 6. Do we have fossil here? No. No, we do not. So we have sent... I mean, there is more fossil to be grabbed, but we've gone through quite a bit of it. Okay, good. That's great. That's exactly what you want to hear when you're built... Ah, hell, redneck. He hasn't farted yet. Move you over here. Please don't fart. Please don't fart. Yay, no farting. Let's get another door in here. Level 9. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. You are going on a little journey to go get some sporchid seeds. Yep, and then I think there's no germs, so we can just dig these up and have at 'em. And that would be good, because that's what we're doing here. In fact, sporchid seeds, yep, on a 6 or a 7, I guess, would be fine. Let's make sure this door gets done before Redneck gets back in. Alright. Redneck. Not allowed in. All right. That's looking pretty good. All right, what I want next is a pitcher pump made out of ceramic, placed right there. Is that right? Maybe. Can I put a bottle drainer right there? No. Make it out of steel. Then we need valves. I guess I could do these out of steel. That one ain't gonna fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Insulated igneous rock. Should be fine. That, though, kind of does need a move. Right there. I mean, it's not the worst. These are gonna go and go somewhere. Go outside and get cooled off by 34 degrees, maybe. Maybe go out there and get cooled off in a pool of water. That'd be dope. I wouldn't want them going up and doing anything, I don't think. Could be down. I think I'd like them on the ground, up in the air. Cancel that. Cancel buildings. No? Okay. Cancel these. Let's put one. Actually, we want a sweeper in here. Shipping. Let me get a sweep. Alright, and then we'll dig out everything. Well, not everything, but most everything. Yay, cured a slime lung. Hopefully we can keep away from that. We don't have that many calories right now. I am shocked. This is a home planet. You would think we'd have more. Deconstruct those two. Yeah, no blueprint yet. Yep. Nice. Let's see if I have any cooling loops going around here. I do have one that's not that far away. I could definitely probably deconstruct all of this piping on a 7 and probably do something with that. And then we'll get a tile of metal tiles, maybe like, ooh, I guess iron. Yikes. I don't think I need that many, and the cooling loop would come down. Let's see, it's coming down this way, is it? So let's have it go like so. Then radiant. Wait, that has to go through that, though. Hold on, let's cancel all that. Yeah, if it's coming through. The iron tiles will heat up. Suppose, like, after that, though, that could bridge over. Like, let's say we had radiant pipe coming down, but then it could bridge over, maybe? We'll have, like, maybe 2 levels of this, in fact. Technically, it's a vacuum, so I could chill the inside one, too. Yep. Awesome. This is dormant, so we can just go ahead and dig it out. Let's keep hauling everything out. Yep. All of that. Let me get a sweeper in here. This sweeper could be pretty much anything. Iron's fine. Well, maybe not iron right there. Let's get steel. I'll put a steel one right there. That's fine. Power for that. Maybe cancel that one. Make it steel. And yeah, I bet I could do another one in there. What up, Engineer Troy? Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. They're idle over here. Okay, so they got that done. We wanted liquefiable. I want to get ice. Let's say, yeah, the full 10 or full 20 tons of it. And then after they do that, we're going to wall the rest of that ice in. Maybe we'll get to it, maybe we won't. We'll probably want to get some naphtha over here so that we could access it via a vacuum down area, so that area could always stay cold. That's a tempting idea. Then we could always get the ice whenever we want. All right. Other things that I want to be able to do is get the engines in here. As I said, I wanted that kind of in the middle, but could I? Let's go ahead and make this on this side. Like so. I'll put that there. I'm kind of going to wall this off. This will be my final wall, and then we'll build our 96 tile ranches on this side. Oh, you should definitely get into it. The odds are really good if you have any sense of ranching at all. As I said, you don't have to go super far, because if you got a whole bunch right at first, then you don't have to feed them as long as the people who have been playing it since the start, right? So the people playing it from the start, they've been feeding their hatches and their pips. Somebody's just starting right now. Well, they could go a little bit harder on the ranching all at first. Feed them less long. Feed them less for a less amount of time. Do I want another duplicate? Steel. Only 100 grams. kgs. Digging, farming, ranching, operating rocketry, ranching, rocketry, operating. Ranching, operating, that's weird. Operating rocketry, nah. Digging, farming, ranching. A farming rancher's not horrible, but no. I guess we're taking the steel. And we could use it too, because we're going to be making... Oh boy. Let's see. How are we doing over here? They'll get these done. We'll come back and check that. Alright, this is set. That's still a vacuum. Let's clean out this room. And I want to have radiant pipes coming in. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. Dang it. I wanted 10. Oh well. We're doing 9. And then we'll have another set. Like so. Bridge all of these down. Get another layer of metal tile. And then get our liquid valve set up. Liquid valves. Steel. And then let's get the auto trainer. Yeah, that works. Insulated. And we'll let them build that. Oh, also, I wanted to build another pipe through here, probably before I build this bottom row. So let's get another pipe running through there. Radiant. And that could be cobalt. And then insulated. There you go. We're going to have to come down at least one more. Or I could go up. No, I'm going to come down. Then this one would go this way. Maybe go out further than that. So yeah, this will be going there. And then we can have this one. I don't know. Do I want it going up this side? I could. Yeah, it's going to make it probably easier if I do that. Alright, let's have them do that. I need a renewable supply of lime. That would be helpful. And let's go ahead and analyze this. The map is kind of, you know, depends on what y'all want to do. There's a lot of metal volcanoes. You know, I want to capture these metal volcanoes, so that's a priority for me, but it might not be a priority for you. You know, you could skip that kind of stuff. There's also some regular volcanoes on the map, so if you really wanted to go stone hatches, I mean, you could get a little bit of magma into igneous rock, but that's a lot of work for that. There is a lot of sandstone, so just feeding regular hatches on just regular sandstone, entering the contest on just that alone, if you did it before you ran out of sandstone, like you ranched as many hatches as you could before you ran out of sandstone, and then stop playing and just submit the save file, see what happens. Yeah, why not? There's no penalty to it, so there's that. Oh, this got blown off somehow. Redneck must have stepped on it or something and farted. Alright, let's get that naphtha relocated. Alright, they're almost done with that. Let's keep on going with it. Alright, this is almost done. We could mop up here real quick. And as far as power goes, let's see, we said, what was it, Nugs? 15... Oh, I forget how many it was. How many how many slicksters per generator? Petroleum or molten slicksters, probably a lot. What I really need to just do is build the petroleum generators down here and start delivering the petroleum down here. Do we want to put it in a vacuum, or do we want to just deliver it straight? Because the petroleum right now, I believe, stores up in this 5-ton thing. We have, oh, okay, so we do have a valve going somewhere else if we want it, and that's perfect. Okay. I could put some petroleum generators on this side too. That would keep that area warm. Let's do that. Let's maybe deconstruct these 3. I'll get a ladder that comes up this side. I think that's a good idea. I think we could then maybe seal this area off. So cobalt ore, relocate. Hey, we got one of those in. We want to take this down to 1,000 grams a second on a 9. 120 molten slicksters or 240 regular slicksters to keep 1 petroleum generator. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't really matter. Gotcha. There ain't no way we're doing that. Alright, I think we got that in, so let's go ahead and get another thing of metal right there. I think I might have to get some ladders up. He's gonna get stuck. He's stuck. Alright, well, deconstruct these then. There you go. Now he's not stuck. Alright, then close this down like so. That's a lot of metal. I don't know, I could have probably used a lot less. Let's see, that will then have those pipes coming out as insulated. Let's get those pipes going down like so. And then we will just continue on. Wait. Radiant liquid pipe. What? No, cancel. What? Huh. Yeah, insulated, please. Oh. 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 No, that's fine. And we're gonna go liquid pipe, vents. Well, this is one way to tame a metal volcano. These are going to be going in like so. I guess all that's gonna fall on that, will it? Into this, level 9. We got seeds in there, but yeah, this is still not a vacuum. Alright, why isn't that pumping? Oh, because we haven't built this vent. Unreachable. Oh, I see. There. That should be better. And then I guess just a regular sandstone tile right there. Doesn't really matter. Hey, we got it researched. When is it going to be active? In 5.4 cycles. That'll be fun to watch. Thank you, nerds. And down here, we're getting to it. So the idea here is this is a vacuum. The molten cobalt will come down and the auto sweeper will suck it up because it's metal. And metal, for some reason, in auto sweepers and pitcher pumps work. It can see this bottle drainer, so it will fill the bottle drainer. It will then valve down to 1,000 grams a second in all of these. Let's copy pasta those. Which the liquid metal cannot break when it cools off. So these are 25 degrees, so that metal is going to cool off real fast, come out and just drop metal, just raining metal down. Almost at a full pipe, but not quite. Only 9 instead of a full 10. So it's almost a full pipe worth. Hopefully it works. This would be for molten cobalt. Do I even know what that is? Not yet, but I hope to in about 5 cycles. Right, this is getting closer to vacuuming out. You got a blueprint? Nice. Let me check on my fridge just to make sure that we are still keeping everything nicely frozen. Deep freeze. Looks like it. Yep. And still a vacuum. And still a vacuum. Alright, we got a lot of polluted oxygen down here. It looks like we've been sucking up a lot of our water. Wow. Probably because we've been sending it to the O2 machine this whole time. Let's stop doing that. How much O2 we have a lot of O2. We can hopefully not forget to check our O2 later on. Meanwhile, all that's going on. What are you guys doing? Delivering what? No. This is a oh, this is a level 1 and they're doing it right now. That's not good. Let's do sweep only. Okay, so they're bored. Great. We're working on it, guys. We're just waiting on things to vacuum out. You know, you have this piece of pipe here you could get onto. Who's on this? Nobody? Alright, cancel that. Oh, is that a glitch? It's a glitch. Okay, so nothing I can do about that. That's fine. It's just a glitch. These say they don't have anything, though. Maybe it's because I didn't do that. Let's get the regular, I don't know, insulated ceramic. Radiant. I don't know if I want ceramic up here, but maybe I do. I do have some. Could do ceramic. Let's do ceramic. I think that's a good idea. Son of a glitch. It's actually pronounced son glitch. Alright, over here. That is now done. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get our ranches on this side. If we were to do 96 tiles. There. So this would be the door. I guess I will have to deconstruct that. Lame. But yeah, demolish. B2 there, then a door, and then another level. 2 there. Let's go ahead and deconstruct buildings. Yep. These ladders can go. And those ones can go, but I'm going to leave the other ones for right now, although what I want to do is bring in another ladder segment, actually kind of like so. I don't need those two. Yeah. And then I'll have another pole over here. I think I have one here, yeah. I'll have another one right there. That should be pretty good. All right, we'll come back and check up on that. Ceramic's way better. Alright, looks like my cooling loop is ready to be installed. And let's get a sweep in on that real fast. Maybe on this too. There we go. Oh, I don't have somebody who can demolish here. Hold on a second. Yes, we do. Ouch, he's not gonna like it. Sorry, dude. You're not gonna like that at all, We're gonna have to increase your mood somehow. Still, he's not going to do it for a while. Let's get some more steel doors in here. I think now that I have that, we can focus on the power. Of course, I could possibly get another set of ranches in here. Let's think about that. Alright, it's gone. Thank you, Great Plup. That's all I needed that skill for. I wish I could just get rid of that one skill, but nope. one more piece here to get, and let's go ahead and sweep this up. And how are we doing? Pretty good. Nobody sleeping at all? Wow. Alright, looks like they got almost everything in here, except for a little bit of granite, but these tiles are 22 degrees. Hopefully it won't transfer any heat. We'll find out. Oh, there goes some meat. And I think I could close this off. Maybe. I guess I'll leave it open for now. The water, we could get more water easily if we decided to grab these cool steam vents plus that water there. That would be kind of nice. 2 of them. 2 cool steam vents, just kind of rocking out together. I wonder if I have anything cold nearby. I think so. I don't really want it to be cold either. I kind of want it to be hot just so that we can send it to O2. Down here, it looks like we are still hauling some things up, but not a lot. Alright, let's go back to this one. Beds. Beds? I have 5 tubes. Beds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. Let's check the freezer, make sure it's still working. Deep freeze, deep freeze, deep freeze, deep freeze, deep freeze, deep freeze. Okay, everything's deep frozen. The nosh beans we do have is deep frozen, and I could maybe make stuff, but I'm not queued up. No? Okay. Yep, those go in. Those sometimes get delivered and frozen. That's great. Hey, look at us making berry sludge. I love it. Berry sludge, 92,000 calories. Alright, we're idle on the home planet though, so let's fix that. Let's see, what is this? Let's go ahead and dig it out. And what else? I want to dig in maybe this way. We won't dig that out though. Let's see what that is. That might be another, I think it's one of these is another cobalt volcano. And another print. Bristleberry, operating, tiding operating, or ranching? Just ranching, building repair. Binge eater, bristleberry? You guys aren't trapped, are you? Let's get the ladder that goes all the way down, like so. We'll move over here real quick. They're not idle anymore. Looks like solid crude oil. Yep. Awesome. We could do the temp shift plate thing still. Let's get some more of these in. Igneous rock. Boom. I mean, that's only a few. I don't really know. Ooh. Cancel. Yeah, I'm thinking a couple generators over here, possibly. Let's get, I don't know, power. This would be delivering polluted water. So let's go ahead and close this area off. Ceramic. That's most of my ice right there. Probably going to need to have more metal tiles going across. So let's do that. Maybe a couple there. And I will have a couple tiles like so. I should give them something to do. Okay, so that's a carbon dioxide vent. If it's a hot one, we could ranch some slicksters here. It wouldn't be so big of a deal. I believe it is a hot one. And this is still dormant, but going to erupt in 8 point. Oh boy, that's a soon. That's gonna happen real soon. Not really prepared. Okay, so you guys wanted something to do. That's great. We got something for you to do. I don't know how many of them can do all that, but we're gonna hope. I will need a power spine going out of here. Hopefully one that's going through that vacuum, but that's going to be difficult now because I've already vacuumed it out. The power spine that I would eventually want would probably run up this side. Or where exactly? Depends on where the main ladder is going to be. Yeah, somewhere around there. So I could easily vacuum something out here, but I think I'm going to have to. Yep. Deconstruct this one, I think, maybe, and we'll have to build some more right there. Yeah, if we build all that, we'll be able to go in there with a little bit of a vacuum. Get a little bit of oil over here. Relocated. Yep. Get that as a high level. Now let's get some petroleum generators in here possibly. Maybe I could deconstruct these. Like, I don't really need them. You know what? I kind of want to build top on this. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, there's the oil. Empty. Alright. And then... Perfect. Let's go ahead and deconstruct buildings. Awesome, that's a little vacuum. That's not a vacuum, though. Yeah, I think I need to maybe rebuild that. Maybe not. Let's see. Needs to be higher for sure. But if I were to build the power thing, I'd almost want it like right there, to be honest. And then have the other one right there. If I could have it there, that'd be great. But that's going to ruin my vacuum that I already got in there. Of course, I did it cheap without any power. Probably should do these conductive plates. Maybe I should just do that, and then we'll figure out a way to vacuum all that out. Shouldn't be that difficult. Could probably get another level of them right there. Let's get power. We'll even get the heavy watt conductive out of lead. That'll be real good. It's going to be an amazing power spine at some point. This one. That one is steel. This one is also steel. Heavy watt conductive joint plate new. I want that out of lead on this one. Or cobalt on that one. Alright. Then deconstruct all these. Yeah, more of a vacuum for now. But that's going to ruin my vacuum as soon as they put that in. And then we want to have power and petroleum steel. Oh, I can't do that there. Okay. Yeah, not a vacuum now. Well, they're still over here building a lot of this. It's fine. That's at least 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 ranches. Not completely full, but pretty good size. Alright, they got this all done. All I have to do is vacuum it out now. So let's get the mini gas pump in here. We're gonna rock that all the way over to there. Get some power on it. Temporary. It's temporary power. Over here, we're ready to do this. Let's move everything off of there. And we're going to start with insulated tile. Ooh, do I want to do that? How do I want to get this one out? I mean, I got enough steel that could do it. Let's close that off, mop this up. Yeah, that's already full. In fact, that liquid goes out. We haven't been making any steel. What kind of metal ore do I have? I do have iron ore. Could make a lot of iron. Yeah, we're good. Let's get everything that's in here out of here. Let's maybe make this the priority of a 7. That should be good. That's what I'd like you guys to do. Awesome. These could go deconstruct, deconstruct. See, that's going to catch a little bit of steam up there. Don't necessarily like that. Not sure how to really go about it. But these, if they were over here, actually, that's not necessarily a great place for them to be, is it? No, that's off level. You know, I think what I do is I put the steel one like right about there. Yeah. And this one could be a different one. Let's do material, change material. We can make that one out of cobalt or rebuild 7. As far as this whole vacuuming out thing, let's go ahead and extend that down. Maybe insulated tile. Insulated tile. That should be good. Let's get the wire in. That's very important. I might have to deconstruct that tile. Yeah. This is a whole thing now. That's fine. It's all temporary. Mostly. Alright, constructions. Yeah, we're doing all this on 8s. Let's get this done. Maybe cancel those two for right now, just so we can get everything else done, because I need to deconstruct some buildings. These 2 buildings need to go. Yeah, those ladders. Those need to go. That pump needs to stop pumping for right now. There we go. So this one will be steel. This one will be cobalt. There we go. Perfect. Now we can move all this out of here. And then we can close that up. And I think what I'll do is start filling in some of these tiles. And start filling in some of these tiles. And now we can definitely fill in those 2 tiles. So let's go ahead and make that the priority. Yeah, I suppose that's fine. Cancel these 2. I'm pretty sure I can make it like so. Yeah, cancel that, deconstruct it. Well, I mean, I can't quite build those 2 yet because I do want it to vacuum out, but then I can build it from inside instead of outside. There we go. That works. Okay, then we can get more insulated down like so. Oh wow, they can get out up there. That's cool. There you go. And then close this up. Cancel that. We want to put in that. There we go. And then as far as this goes down here. And then deconstruct all of those. Maybe make that the priority though. So these are the 8s. Want to get those done first. Well, now you just trapped everybody, maybe. I don't know. I guess not. There we go. Alright, that's good to go. Let's go ahead and start the vacuuming out process of that. It's going to take a minute. Alright, then we'll go ahead and get some more buildings in here like that. Get some buildings on top like so. And we're still idle over here, but this is dormant for only 7 cycles. That's pretty much done. Get everything out of there real quick. And then, I don't know, I guess I'm going to try to build a quick kind of... I mean, I don't really want to take power up here. I kind of like what I was doing down there with this one, to be honest. Tempted. Very tempted. Should I do the same? I have to dig down a little bit. Or I could just allow it to warm up this area a little. melting everything. Wouldn't be the worst. It's already kind of melting. We could let it go like one dormancy cycle, maybe, possibly. It's going to make some steam. Yeah, the water and the power and all of that stuff kind of needs to be rediverted. Snip this. And I need to make some metal. Let's go ahead and bring up wolframite. Let's see. Raw. Where is it? Metal ore. Wolframite. Do I have any? That's a good question. It should. Not a lot. Okay, so let's just make iron for a while. See if that'll help. Probably utilize a little bit more iron anyway. Alright, this is going in really nicely. That can go deconstruct. Still grams in there. Ooh. Yay, that's done. Let's get power. Petroleum generator out of steel. Yes, I can fit these in here. That's great. Awesome. Let's close that off. It's not like we're not making enough of it. I guess depends on how much one of these takes. We could have a tank down here all the time that stores it. That would be ideal. Ooh, and that tank could be over here in a vacuum. Well, once this vacuum's out, maybe I can utilize this. And I could just jump in here and yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll wait until that vacuum's out and then I'll just reutilize this area. Let's close this off. Alright. How are we doing over here? Well, we're moving things. Don't know if it's great or not. Let's get this closed off. As far as the water going out. Oh, I see. This would be then going down like so, and we would snip this. And maybe don't close that off just yet. We might have to go back in there and fix that a little bit. How are we doing over here? Oh, they're going to be nice ranches. This one's going to be a little bit short because of the 3 tiles there, but we could take out 3 tiles in the back to make that ranch work. Let me go ahead and deconstruct those buildings like so, and all of these buildings can go. Beautiful. All right, let's get these finished. Over here. We did get that moved. However, I do not want that going out just yet because I want that one to drain first. And exactly what I'm going to do about this, I'd have to vacuum it out. We have 6.4 cycles to do something like that. Oh boy. Cobalt volcano. I guess I could seal it all. Not exactly sure on how I want to tackle that. I guess I could just bite the power draw. This thing takes 2,600. Now that's off of this power line, but we do have a new power line coming up. That is a thought. Maybe I get a bridge in here. Deconstruct this. And maybe I think about getting another... What is this one? Cool steam vent. More water. Which would be cool, because I could use this to cool that. Or I could have just combined them all. Yeah. Okay, the aluminum volcano seems like would be really fun. Oh, I'm tempted to just make this whole damn thing a big steam room. Cool steam, 110 degrees. This is negative degrees, but this is 1,000 degrees. That's one of the hotter ones around. Making it all a big steam room wouldn't be that difficult. Of course, we're going to lose out on all that sleet wheat. I have a place for sleet wheat to go now, which is really, really nice. Big old steam room, possibly. Cold, though. That's going to put off so much water. At least the cool steam vent would only be a little bit. Technically, I could make that inside the steam room. That's a cool steam vent. That would produce water around the area. Could seal that off with airflow tiles. Aluminum volcano. Let's try that. I can only bring in 2 dupes at a time. Bro, there ain't no way. I have 10 dupes right now at this current location. Let me get this going in. Let's get 1, 2, 3 more suits here. I think that'll do good. We'll get deconstructing buildings, right like so. We'll make all of this the priority of construction 7. Alright, we'll check back in on that in a second. Alright, that is now a vacuum, which means I can come in here and deconstruct these. Trapped. Only for a brief moment. Alright, I want to get some more atmosphere checkpoint, or regular docks. Let's get another checkpoint, but put it over there. What are these made out of? Cobalt? That's fine. We're still saying beds are an issue, huh? Even though there's 5 of 5? Okay. If you say so, game. Let's get a steel pump down here. With automation wire. And that automation wire is going to go with this one. I think that you can do that. The pipe then would be not sedimentary rock, but igneous. We're going to be going down with it. I guess I could go through there. Or I could just go through the vacuum. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, let's do that. If it breaks, we're screwed. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not break it and be screwed. Okay, and then we'll have igneous rock going out like so. Yep, that'll work. Let's also sweep all this up. Alright.
well, they're working on it. Oh no, somehow an atmosphere got in there. How? Redneck's in an ammo suit, shouldn't matter. A print available, you say. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this one, level 9. Let's get more airflow in here. Snip this. Let's get more power. I think we got the power in there already. We do. Nice. We're getting all that in. I could probably tile that up because I don't really need it not to be tiled. That's going well. Let's get another one of these placed right there. Level 7. Deliver suit, level 9. Deliver suit. I don't know if I have enough suits. I'll have to go find some more, most likely. Nice. Deliver suit, level 9. And then let's just make sure we have 3 more Atmos suits queued up to be made. If we can find out where we make our Atmos suits at. Atmos suits. Oh, we got water up here now. What? I wonder if we're having that issue again with it breaking the pipes for some strange reason, even though it shouldn't. Atmos suits. Where's my reed fiber at? There it is. I need 3 new Atmos suits, please. Thank you. Then we can go in there and really work on that. Meanwhile, this is going on. We can hook that up, cancel it though. See, that one turns off after a while, but this one turns that one off. That's saying no more until it's down to 25%. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, this one's going to ask for the same thing. Copy-paste settings. There's that. I could probably deconstruct this, but I'm kind of scared. It started pumping out of the middle of nowhere earlier. Alright, let's get that done. Nice. Let's close that off. Priority 6. And that is good to go. Did we close that up? Yes, we did. Minus 121 degrees in there. Crazy cold. Alright, that's filling up with petroleum. We can close that off now. Actually, let's cancel this one. Close that off. Deconstruct this, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not yet. Oh, that needs to be insulated anyway, just to make it look good. And that's a vacuum. So we'll get another tile placed right there. We'll get another insulated tile right there. We'll seal this up. Don't really need to do that, but whatever. And now we have petroleum that's coming down here. They're making more of it, and we can start thinking about getting our power system in. So if we went in and deconstructed buildings on a 9, just got rid of those. Let's see how many of these we can put in. Let's get some metal tiles down here like so. I think that'll be good. And of course that can drip, but that's fine. And I could shift the water somewhere else if I really, really wanted to, but that should be alright. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this, level 9. I want to get rid of it. We can get rid of all the pipes that's in there. Yeah, I'll get rid of the pipes. And the power wire that's in there too. Yep, I'll get rid of that. Priority, construction. Yep, let's get rid of that. Good. Get a sweep in on that. Yeah, get everything out of there. Let's move it. Actually, yeah, I don't need the vacuum anymore. Because that's good to go. This could be deconstructed. Don't need that. And as far as the power setup, yeah, that's all a vacuum. That's perfect. All right, let's get power in. Petroleum generator, steel. 1, 2, and 3. 4. Wow, power. Let's get steel. Heavy watt wire for right now. Could probably do that out of lead. We do have a lot of it. Lead going up, and then yeah, this is going to be going up like so, I think. Oops, cancel that one. As far as power over here, let's get some bridges in out of lead as well, just so that we can allow that power spine that we're building to go up and to the left. And all of these will be probably connected to one big power spine. But that's the idea. Let's make sure we have automation in for that. Could probably do that with cobalt, that's fine. This will need, of course, having the petroleum coming in. I don't think we're at risk of it overheating at all, so I think that just coming straight in is fine. Igneous rock, could keep it outside of it, like so, although we can't reach any of that. Okay, got you. Let's not do that. It doesn't really matter, but we can do that. Sure, it's going to off-gas carbon dioxide. It's going to... Oh, what I wanted to know, it's, I think, 16... To take out the carbon dioxide, I think it's 16 slicksters per, so that's quite a few ranches already, just for those few petroleum generators, and they're not technically in the middle, but these liquid sulfur geysers are, and they are definitely hot enough to steam up a room. So theoretically, maybe we just build more ranches. In fact, if I had, let's say, a 96 tile room, and another 96 tile room. Nope. Okay, so we could get in one more ranch or set of ranches in here. And then we will probably have to put in other things other than ranches. What if I did do that though? So let's say I did it 96 tiles from here. It'd actually be right there. 96 tiles. Oh baby. Yeah. I'm gonna set that up at least. So this one to that one, 92, 96, and then one more. And then we'll have to have something here. Maybe it could be plastic production. It could be all sorts of different things. We could put in even more power production if we really need to with the power spine that's going up, which is going to be nice. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. We got our food. I want to take one more look at our food just to make sure that it is still deep frozen and hasn't gotten a gas in there. No, it's still no gas. I don't see any extra rot pile here, but we did have some underneath the refrigerator. That's fine. That's going to happen. Everything else here is deep frozen, sterile atmosphere. As far as the food on this planet, also deep frozen, I believe. Yeah. We're just not making enough of it here. 238,000 calories. Well, we do have a 154 barbecue, and they are allowed to eat that, so. All right. Let's find somebody to raid.